Okay, so I made something I'm super excited about it. I have been thinking about making this for the longest. This was not easy at all. There was times when I wanted to stop, when I was like, this does not look right. This is not going to turn out right. Am I doing it wrong? I Googled. I was trying to find different ways to do it. Like, it just, oh my God. It took me 24 hours to make this. And generally, I can make about 2, maybe 3 items in a day, depending on how much, what it is. The only thing that generally takes me 2 to 3 days is my crochet items, my shag ones, because you got to cut all the yarn, sew the sweater and all that together, and then shag it all out hand by hand, piece by piece. Okay, so I get that. And I always say that denim, when you're cutting up denim, that does take a long time too. Same thing when I do my shag denim jackets or bags, it takes a long time because you cut up all the denim. This was the same thing. Did not take 2 to 3 days, but took a lot of effort because you have to be mathematical about this. The only math, well, there's some math that goes into the shag ones as far as how long you cut it, every other row, things like that. But back to this. Okay, so let me just show it to you guys because I'm super excited. I just finished, so I have not cut off the excess threads or anything. I could not wait to show it. I'm so excited. Okay, so for the longest, I love denim. I've been thinking about doing this denim patchwork jacket. So I finally did it, and I'm so excited. Now, these sleeves went from a pair of jeans that I had from our clothing swap. The zipper was broke, so I used them as the sleeve on this. This was a vintage jacket I got from the vintage men's blazer I got from the Goodwill. I used this one because it's very lightweight. I didn't want to use anything too structured because I knew the denim would already be heavy in itself. So I wanted something that was a little bit lighter because you figure a heavy blazer, then all of this denim, you'd be like trying to wear it. So this is my first denim patchwork jacket, and I'm so happy. You know what? I haven't even tried it on yet. Let's see if it fits me. I didn't try it on. Like I said, I still have to cut off the yellow sleeves. I did do the serger for the sleeves. When I put them in, I did go ahead and cut the excess off. Well, serger those so the excess will go off. But everything else, I still have to cut off like the little excess threads, from when you sew stuff. Go back through and finish pulling them through. Hopefully it fits me in case I decide to keep it. I'm not going to keep it. I always say, oh, it does fit. She's excited. Okay, so this one I'm not going to keep. I say that. Normally the first thing I make of something, oh my God, I normally keep it. I try to do the sleeves so they will be a little bit longer because, again, if it's not for me, I think this is good. Like, even if somebody else has it and they come to here, that's still good. And the beauty of this is, and again, see, more pants late, you can always push it up and then tie it too, so it doesn't have to necessarily be all the way down there. You can push it up and have it stop up here if you wanted it to. But yeah, so I decided to do the tie on the outside so that way it could just kind of dangle versus being in the inside. You figure you have the bow and then it dangles. Figure that would be cute. I knew how to tie your bow right. So I'm really, really excited about this. Again, I say this is my first, because I am going to make more when I do not know, because again, this was 24 hours and you have to cut up all the denim. But yeah, so let's get up close and personal with this. I even put a little bit of sequin in there. You guys might have to have a little bit of sparkle. It does have pockets. That was the hardest thing, trying to keep the pockets intact when I did this, which I can say I did a horrible job at. I cannot tell you how many times I had to take out what I had sewn because I had literally sewn the pocket closed. Yeah, see, even up here it's a little hooky, but hey, you can still put your hand in there, put stuff in there. I did what I could do. It's either a little pocket right here too. Get you a little extra one. So yeah, so that was one thing. Then there's a pocket. Which side is it? Oh, up here. This is an actual pocket. I sewed the pocket over the pocket. So you have that pocket there. And then the one on this side. I think it's much better. This is the best pocket. I was thinking maybe next time I should just totally take the pockets out and then sew them back afterwards. I think that's maybe what I do. Like literally take the seam off of the pocket, sew the whole jacket, whatever I want to do with it, and then sew this back in. I'm trying to find an easy way because this was my biggest holdup. Really, it was. These pockets, trying to not sew them closed, and I don't know, but I'm happy. It turned out good. I was going to leave this as the blue and white print right here, but I was like, I don't know. So there is some blue and white that you can see kind of peeking through, like little spaces. I did leave with blue and white. I don't even remember where they're at now because I wanted to leave some of the original blazer showing. I mean, this is a vintage blazer, so I wanted to have some element of it. But I think I kind of failed in that aspect, so sorry. But other than that, I am over the moon. So this is the back of it. And then I'm trying to decide would I prefer a blazer that didn't have this in the back, like the little split. Oh, another thing too. The what is this? The seam at the bottom of this got a little wonky right here. Like it folds up. Some of it's folded up, some of it ain't. But I mean, it doesn't mess up the blazer because it's all still folded down. But yeah, so I'm just pointing out all the issues. Not really issues, but the things that I've learned during it. I'm still learning a lot because again, this is my first one. And there is strings hanging from it, from the actual denim itself, which that part I don't mind because I honestly considered washing it just to have it fray a little bit more so I can give it a little bit more of an edgy look to it. So that's why I left a lot of the edges raw. Instead of sewing the denim together inward, I left all of the raw edges out. So this way it would fray and it would just look better over time. So if you see any of these, that's what this is. It's just all the excess, but then you see the other ones, this is the thread that I have to cut. So, but other than that, I don't know how many times I can say super, super excited about this. Like, she did it. And I wasn't sure about the sleeve. At first, I was just going to do a plain blue, like just straight. I know I was going to do legs because I always use legs for my sleeves. It's just easier. You have enough length. You can decide, but I wasn't sure what type of sleeve I wanted to do. First, I was going to do like a frilly collar, like the lace one I did on my last thing, on a crop blazer. But I was like, you just did lace. You don't want to seem like you're always doing the same thing. And I wanted to change it up a little bit. I knew I wanted, first I was going to do plain sleeve because this is so busy. And then when I was going through my jeans, I was like, I had a bunch of plus size jeans, and the sleeves would have been a little bit too wide. And that would have been extra sewing, because then I would have had to sew the seam and all of that. I just wanted something where all I had to do was sew the sleeve onto the jacket. So I went over to my little sewing table and I was like, I have some jeans over here. And as soon as I saw these, I was like, yes, yes, and yes. Like, to me, this is like the perfect, I don't know, it's so exciting. I'm so excited. And it's crazy because after I made it, I was like, this is why you do what you do. And I say that because the other day I was like, I don't know, I was like really in a place. I'm still in a place, but you know, we're always in a place. But it's been moving on my heart to do more of my stuff, which I should have been doing many, many, many moons ago. But for some reason, I just, it's hard to do your stuff and put it out there. If you're a creative of any sort, you know how hard it is to share your passion and your talent with the world. So I don't know. That's why a lot of times I have so much stuff that I made that I don't put out there. And I'm now getting more into the habit of putting stuff out there. And it's not even about the monetary, because honestly, no matter what you do, you can never sell it for as much as what you feel as though it's worth. So it's not even like, you know what I mean? Oh, I want to make a bunch of stuff and make money, because I could sell it for $1,000. And to me, this is my first. This is like $1 million jacket to make. To somebody else, they might say 50. But even with all the things that's wrong with it, because it's $1 million to me because of my time, my passion, my heart, my soul that I put into it. Because it takes a lot to make this stuff. And again, like I said, if you're a creative of any sort, you know that it is not easy being a creative. It is not. You will have sleepless nights, sleepless mornings. You're constantly thinking, searching, just trying to figure out stuff. But anywho, so now I am going to commit myself to putting more of myself out there. When I say that, I mean my designs and stuff, because God gave me this talent and he did not give it to me not to use it nor to share it. So here I am. This is it. This is my first patchwork blazer, and I'm happy about it. And it's sustainable because all of these were used items. Yay! Saving the world, one thread at a time. Peace.